matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Cornhuskers will kick this deep to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. With 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. They're going to run it. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's what you like to see early in this game, especially on the road. Chunk plays like this really have a big impact on a game, especially when you're on the road, hostile environment, imposing your will on the defense on the first drive of the game.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Inside the 45. Finds room at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. There was no catching him that time.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The shotgun running play call. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Back to throw. It's Thomas. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Puts into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds his man. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort in that return. Offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. And there's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To throw, it's Thomas. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Offense is back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Bites off a defender. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks into open space. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball for 31.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Thomas. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powering through. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Putting through the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. This offense really clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good.
Notre Dame, 21, Nebraska, 3.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking downfield. It's Thomas. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Cornhuskers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Comes a 1st down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's York. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance to put enough points up on the board to win this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Wideout's now clustered. It's a shotgun run call. He shreds the tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Pressure is coming. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3.5 Now, can they get a drive going this time? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Thomas. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Man, that is a quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw here. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Looking downfield, it's Thomas. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. We're down now 14, 24-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Look out, off and running. At the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Thomas. Makes a quick catch. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Quick throw caught over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the back now goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Running back with the carry. Tackle on the play at the 29-yard line. And 1st down for the offense.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Now, Notre Dame.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Thomas. Makes the catch downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
That defense in a soft zone coverage, pretty easy for the quarterback to recognize that with the curl route. But how about the receiver? The yards after the catch there help pick up the first down.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. That's incomplete, even on a... pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46.
Here we go.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air. It's Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. This time a completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds his target. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. A dangerous pass there. Almost picked off in the end zone.
Is no good.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Nebraska, 16.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes back out onto the field. The back's got it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Sticking with the running game. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
That game sets up a 3rd down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Takes the toss and heads left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets them up first down from the 31.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Same tailback, another carry. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Has the first down, is still going. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Thomas. Quick throw over the middle. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Tight end goes in motion. Ball handed off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him at the 27.
This is a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
A gain makes it second and medium.
Here we go.
Scanning the field. It's Thomas. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Second and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Thomas. The ball is caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his third interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Leaning on the run game here late. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Direct snap to the back. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the offense will just take a knee. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback will take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 13 on to punt it away.
This is an impressive performance. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.